After another season of dubious refereeing decisions, Warriors fans believe that the Australian official rulings are unfair and biased, while the team has adopted a no-comment philosophy.
I get asked this every week. I'm going to take a hat around and get you guys to pay for my fine. If you all want to chip in, I'll give you whatever you want.
The CEO of the major sponsors, One New Zealand, formerly Vodafone, took the unusual step of blasting the NRL competition, calling its referees biased and cheats.
My point is, take my belief, everyone's belief out of it, and use the actual footage, use data, and look at like-for-like instances of decisions that are being made in the games, in Warriors games and in non-Warriors games, and see if they are consistent. And my view, from being a 20-year tragic, is that they're not, and we don't get a fair suck of the sad.
Graham Annesley, the head of NRL elite football operations, hit back, saying referees make mistakes, but their integrity cannot be questioned.
Many decisions in our game are judgment decisions, and they're calls that, depending on which team you support, you would think it could have gone either way. There are a lot of tight calls. There are calls also that are absolutely right and absolutely wrong. And, we can question their decision making. I have no problem with that. We can't question their integrity, because it not only does it question the integrity of the people who are out on the field making the decisions, it questions the integrity of the entire NRL administration.
Some pundits, however, conceded that there might indeed be unconscious bias within that NRL organisation.
He's basically said, look, I went too far, but I do believe there is an unconscious bias against the Warriors. Now, I don't disagree with that, okay? I've said I think there is an unconscious bias against a lot of the lower teams.
Annesley addressed some of the more controversial moments in the game at a press conference later that week, defending the rulings of his officials.
But I think it's important that we forensically examine those incidents and really determine whether there is evidence that these decisions were wrong. But this was Jackson Ford. This was a charge by the Match Review Committee for a hip drop, and again, this was one of the decisions that went against the Warriors, which seems to have sparked some debate. So the next incident I want to go to was another quite controversial one, and this involves Dallin Watene-Selesniak, and this was where there was some contact with the face. So you can see there is no doubt that there is hand contact with face, and I use the word face rather than head. Dimitris Sifakula, so he went to the sin bin. Now this was adjudicated by the match officials as punching, and punching has not been acceptable in the NRL for a long period of time. And I ask you to watch, just watch Cleary and his face, and particularly his jaw, as a hand comes over the shoulder. You can see again, if you show it at normal speed, just like some of the other footage we've looked at normal speed, things are easily missed, and they don't necessarily look as potentially as serious as it might look when you see it more clearly, and sometimes that requires close-up shots and it requires slow motion. And again, that's how our game is adjudicated when it comes to the intervention of the bunker. So don't blame the officials, blame the players who enact these particular incidents. The officials respond to them. They don't carry them out.
Strangely, and notable by its omission, perhaps the most controversial moment of the game was not produced by Annesley in his forensic analysis.
But I don't know whether there are other incidents that, may have upset people watching the game, and we'll find out.
With 25 minutes left in the second half, Warriors captain Tohu Harris was felled by a Moses Leota tackle. At the time, it was not penalised, and the bunker and the NRL seemed to agree that no further action was required.
Loops one to Johnson, now Harris. Over the top, Leota finishes him off. Couple of plays remaining. A slow play the ball here. Harris, he was hit heavily there by Moses Leota. Now the referee blows time off to give the bunker a chance to take a look. What happened here with Leota got him around the jaw or the chin, and the Warriors fans and those supporting the Warriors for today only think he might have a problem for Moses.
Plenty of support here, haven't they, the Warriors? Listen to that roar. As they saw the replay, the Warriors fans going up. Leota deemed not to be a problem here. Ford Smith allowing it to play on.
He was hit heavily there by Moses Leota. Got him around the jaw or the chin. Think he might have a problem for Moses.
Is there an unconscious bias against the New Zealand Warriors?
You can see, again, if you show it at normal speed, just like some of the other footage we've looked at normal speed, things are easily missed, and they don't necessarily look as potentially as serious as it might look when you see it more clearly. And sometimes that requires close-up shots, and it requires slow motion. And again, that's how our game is adjudicated when it comes to the intervention of the bunker.
Let us know what you think in the comments section below. Was the correct decision made? Would this have been given as a penalty for the Australian teams in the competition?
He was hit heavily there by Moses Leota. Got him around the jaw or the chin to give the bunker a chance to take a look.
Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.
Think he might have a problem for Moses.
Coming up, Leota deemed not to be a problem here. Ford Smith allowing it to play on.
So don't blame the officials. Blame the players who enact these particular incidents. The officials respond to them. They don't carry them out.